I've always thought that this neighborhood is so geographically located, not just at the north center of the city of Toronto, but has the potential to be the future center of the GTA. Think about it. It's an area that's bounded by 4 major highways. 400 to the west, 401 to the south, 404 to the east, 407 to the north. It will be traversed by a fully active subway line. It's dissected by an active rail line. It's anchored by one of Canada's biggest universities, York University. It has a major Seneca College campus right up here at York University. So growth is coming. It's coming from the south at the former military base, call it Park Downsview Park. Growth is happening in the northwest at York University. It's beginning to happen along Finch Avenue. So that growth, we needed to have a voice. We needed to figure out how it is that we manage and influence that growth. And I think Dr. Pliam talked about it. That's why this BIA is here. That's why it's an active group. And they're turning their minds to these very, very complex questions. How do we participate and influence that growth? I'd like to turn my attention for a minute to our keynote speaker, the Chief City Planner, Ms. Jennifer Keesmaat. And I'm glad that she's here tonight. Because just like we are working hard to get your attention, we are also working hard to get her attention and her department's attention. Because that's important for us. Why do we need her attention? She's the person that thinks about, on an ongoing basis, about where people will live, work, and play. Her and her department are the folks that will map out not only the future of this area, the future of Toronto, but the future of this area as well. So I'm glad she's here. And I want to say something about Ms. Keesmaat that I've been able to sort of observe from the council floor. The planning department traditionally was and is a very small city department. Doesn't get a lot of attention. Has to scream, or used to have to scream really, really loudly to be heard. You know, over the works and transit and police and all the other folks in social services. To her credit, she has brought planning out of the back room and put it at the center of all of the city's new decision-making. So now, when we think about subways or building subways, we think about how do subways connect to city building and vice versa. When someone says we need to rehabilitate the Gardiner Expressway, the argument then isn't just about do we invest in the concrete to do that. But the argument is, do we invest in the concrete to do that, and how does that impact city building? She's given planning the sizzle it needs. We, I believe, at the end of the day, benefit by that. Because as the BIA in this area turns its attention to the district's future, I believe that planning in the City of Toronto is at the center of that. It's not just about economic development. It's not just about the businesses and how we fill the spaces. But how do we grow? And how do we grow with the growth that's happening around us?